All right, so 6 months ago, I was basically physically disabled. Every night, my hands and my feet, they would go numb, so numb that they would hurt, intensely hurt. I would have to like sleep sitting up Indian style, or I'd have to get into the bathtub. I really thought that my hands and my feet would be cut off. They would go purple. They would always have these weird lines in them. And every time I tried to stand up, I would fall over, or I'd have to stretch for about an hour before I could get moving. And if I sat down for more than 5 minutes, it would all come back. It was absolutely frightening, considering I owned a construction business that was making over $100,000 a year, and I had to shut it down. Well, I stayed like that for about a year, and at one point it got so bad that I lost control of my entire right arm. I couldn't even lift it up. My hand was like this. I had to wear like a brace on it to keep it straight, or it would just like constantly hurt. I couldn't move it at all. So what I finally did was I decided to change my life. I was isolating myself. I was staying in bed all day because I could barely move. I was throwing up all the time. I don't know what was going on with me, but I just know this: I did not trust the doctors. It's crazy. So what I ended up figuring out is that I might be suffering from like some kind of parasite infection or some kind of nervous system disorder. So I decided to change my life. I got up and I started exercising every day. I started getting outside and walking in the grass. There's this giant pathway that you can see if you're here in person where I walk every day. So not only that, is I started changing my diet. I cut out pork. I cut out all processed foods. I've limited myself on breads and like wheat products greatly. I started having alopecia, where like I would get these big giant gaps of hair loss on my head. So when I started cutting out all those foods, things started getting better. When I started exercising, things started getting better. So I took it one more step. I started taking different herbs, and those really helped. I started doing the master cleanse every morning. So I would take some olive oil or some coconut oil, and I would take some cayenne pepper, a little dash of cayenne pepper, a little dash of Celtic salt or sea salt, and then squeeze a key lime, and I would drink that every morning. I also started eating garlic and cloves every day. I started taking parasite purges and everything like that. 6 months later, full mobility, great mental health, great physical health. I weigh more than I ever have. My neck is real skinny though. Need to start doing some neck muscles. But yeah, so basically I did all that, and I started getting in touch with God. I started getting out here and praying. Now, I've always hated the idea of worshiping a God, but it was because of the